my name's Sophie. I am the head of marketing communications at Trade. Just had to check there. And so I am here today to talk to you about the fashion industry, what Trade does, and the sort of deep issues within it, and what we're trying to do to fix it. So to start off, I'd love to see a show of hands to see how many of you already shop second hand. So as we go, yay! That's really great because I went to a
Yeah, Grenfell shouldn't be knocked down.
It's a betrayal.
Yeah.
It's a betrayal of the survivors.
Definitely.
I lived next door to Grenfell for 21 years. And I wasn't there when it burned. All my neighbours was there. And that needs to stay. They're still building unsafe housing. So, yeah.
So I think the Grenfell Tower should remain as a memorial for the tragedy that happened and a reminder that we need to have adequate safety regulations in place. And I think knocking it down is maybe forgetting the history that's important to keep remembering.
Yeah, man, knocking down Grenfell Tower, I feel like it serves a purpose as a little reminder for what happened on that day. I'm not sure if it's a good idea. I'm quite torn between it, so knocking it down, cool, fair, as it gets rid of the building, but keeping it up there with the coating over it, I think is important. So if I had to choose between the two, I'm keeping it up there as a reminder for that treacherous day.
Speaking, I'll tell you when to start.
Okay, now we have Alexandra Sarno with a story on the
The Bite.
From the University of West London.
Hello and welcome to Bite News at 2. I'm your host, Eamon Omari, and today's headlines are the doctor strikes, fraud, the Fabergé egg, the new autumn budget, flu season, Spotify Wrapped, and sports. We now have Theodora Miller in the studio to talk to us about the doctor strikes happening in 2 weeks' time. So Theodora, why are the doctor strikes happening?
Thank you, Eamon. The strikes are taking place due to the current resident doctor's wage not matching inflation. According to the union, they're being underpaid. If we compared their wages between now and 2008, they're currently being paid a fifth less.
When can we be expecting these strikes?
The strikes will be happening between the 17th to the 22nd of December, in which all resident doctors will be walking out. The NHS has currently not published any guidance in relation to the strikes.
Why are these strikes so impactful?
As we know, the run to Christmas is a stressful time, alongside this winter's flus and colds on the rise. They are striking at peak times as they have claimed the government has forced their hand.
That's all the time we have with Theodora, thank you. Ealing Council are cracking down on fraud after the latest audit indicated more than £700,000 lost. Emma Morton has more.
More than 200 cases of fraud have been investigated by Ealing Council between April and September of this year, according to a new audit. This has cost the borough more than £700,000. Of the cases outlined in this investigation, 33 cases were classed as economic crime, with housing-related fraud accounting for the largest financial impact. 9 council homes were recovered after tenants were found to be subletting or living elsewhere, costing the council over £350,000. Cases of council tax fraud, misuse of single-person discounts, and fraudulent blue badge applications were also identified through the National Fraud Initiative. A spokesperson for the council told of the impact financial crime has on residents of the borough who are in genuine need, insisting the council are committed to taking the strongest action to deter others from committing fraud.
A New Zealand man swallowed a Fabergé egg locket worth around £15,000. This comes right after one of the Imperial Fabergé eggs was sold in London for around £23 million earlier this week. The stolen egg was inspired by a James Bond movie featuring a gold octopus, encrusted with 183 diamonds and 2 sapphires. It was on sale in Partridge Jewellers in Auckland, New Zealand. The man has been arrested and charged with theft, and police are trying to retrieve the egg, although they have had no luck yet. Our reporter Kareem Beckett-Edwards will tell us more about the new autumn budget, which will be introduced into starting April next year.
The government has announced from April next year the autumn budget will cut the average household's energy bills by £150 a year. This energy bill support is also on top of extending the £150 warm house discount to around a further 2.7 million of the poorest households, with up to 6 million households now receiving the discount. This savings comes from scrapping the Energy Company Obligation, or ECO for short, and shifting most of the renewable obligation, RO for short, from energy bills to general taxation.
Flu season is among us, and as the temperature drops, many people are feeling the effects. But how are our emergency services coping? Here is Angel O'Leary with a report.
London Ambulance Service is facing increasing pressure after recording its 3 busiest days in a row last week, with 999 calls going up by 20%. Officials say the surge is driven largely by people struggling to breathe due to viral infections and severe flu season. LAS say they had planned for winter pressure, but are urging public to only call 999 for life-threatening emergencies, encouraging people to contact their local GP or 111 if they are experiencing any flu-like symptoms. NHS leaders say hospitals are already seeing an impact, with more patients arriving to A&E with flu symptoms, reinforcing the importance of getting vaccinated.
Spotify Wrapped released earlier today. Here's Alexandra Zarnoch with more.
After a long and anticipated wait, Spotify Wrapped has finally released for 2025 with a whole new design and approach to showcasing your music taste, sparking excitement across the globe. Personally, my top artist of the year was Radiohead. Be sure to head to your Spotify to check out your personalised year in music, and don't forget to share it with your friends.
Next up, we have Ralph Green with more updates on the midweek Premier League games.
Last night, we saw 3 Premier League matches played. Everton got a 1-0 win away at Bournemouth. Christian Romero single-handedly saved the point for Spurs with a goal in the 78th minute and an overhead kick in the 95th, on the road against Newcastle, who only got a point due to a controversial penalty. And Manchester City escaped with a 5-4 win away at Fulham, despite being 5-1 up after the 55th minute. The action continued tonight with 6 games, including 5th place Brighton hosting 4th place Aston Villa, and an all-London affair between Arsenal and Brentford. Manchester United will host West Ham tomorrow night.
That's all for today. See you next time, and thanks for tuning into Bite News.
The Bite.
From the University of West London.